It's your buddy and your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. Welcome back, College Football 26. It's early on a Friday of all things. You're like, Noise, I thought you worked on Fridays. I do. But school's out for the summer. There's no kids to take to school. I don't have to be at work for another couple of hours. So, hey, let's jump in here and let's have a little fun. We're here with Coach Jack Starlite, as you can see up there next to his name. 3 weeks left before we head off to Cal to be the head coach. We're trying to finish things off here with Arkansas. It's been a phenomenal season. Unfortunately, our boy Taylor Green came up second to Byron Brown. Not bad. Finished second in the Heisman voting. That's still pretty good. He had a very solid season. 31 touchdowns, 7 picks, 3,200 passing yards, 1,400 rushing yards. A phenomenal season, in my opinion. He's banged up pretty badly. Let's take a look at the injuries real quick. We're not going to look at everybody's statistics. So A.J. Green out with a torn bicep, got a dislocated hip, got a torn labrum. My goodness. So many guys out. Let's go to view roster. And we're going to auto progress everybody. Look at that. That gets a little help there. Left guard up to a 91. I like to see all that. Very nice. Okay. There's nothing left to do but just get into it. We've already signed with Cal. Got a big game here in the Sugar Bowl coming up against Penn State. Let's see if we can get a win and get ourselves a little more XP, push Arkansas a little closer to that national championship. It is possible. It is certainly possible. It's going to be tough. Taylor Green is banged up a lot. His running back also banged up a lot. The backup running back is out with injury. It's just a lot. It's a lot. When we get to Cal, we will, take over recruiting. We haven't done recruiting at all here with Arkansas. I had zero plans to stay with Arkansas after Taylor Green. So, a pretty low-level head coach, but, we're headed out west. And the last video, I was like, I don't think we've really done a dynasty out west. We did. We did do a dynasty out west where we were the head coach for the Washington Huskies. I don't remember that coach's name. That was earlier at the very beginning of College Football 26, where we started out, I believe, with the Blue Hens, then became the head coach at Vanderbilt, then was the defensive coordinator at Alabama, and then we went on to become the head coach at Washington. So, yeah, Mike Washington Jr. very banged up in this game. Our wide receivers are pretty healthy, so it's probably going to be a lot of passing. I'm probably not going to try to run with Taylor Green too much because he is also very banged up. We're going to be running with a lot of the third and fourth string running backs. But yes, I was mistaken the other day when I said we hadn't done a West Coast team. We have Washington. And I believe as we were bringing that series to an end, if I remember correctly, we actually moved Washington to becoming an independent so we could do our own schedule. Good run there by Taylor Green. We want to try to do our best to get some slides. I don't want him to get banged up too much. Oh, that could have been bad. Yep, just not enough time to get the pass off there. And get the kick up for the field goal. All right. Defense steps up, does their job. We do have Hill back there. He's in as the third string running back. Very shifty, very fast. So we'll see if we can get maybe a couple of games in here, depending. We'll see how things go with Arkansas, you know. College softball currently going on right now. First games of the Women's College World Series happened yesterday. Alabama coming out on top over UCLA, 6-3. Today we've got we've got the elimination games today. Funny enough, Texas, the SEC tournament champion, is in the elimination game. I believe they're taking on Mississippi State. But very interesting. Alabama gets to rest today. We'll have a game against Nebraska on Saturday. It really, really, really behooves you to get that first win. Get a day to rest your pitchers, rest your hitters. So that is what Alabama is doing today. Softball team, very, very good this year. Entered the tournament as the number 1 seed. Did not give up a run in the postseason in the tournament until the second game of the Super Regional. They gave up 1 run to LSU. Made it all the way through the regional game, so 3 games in the regional tournament, not a score allowed, not a run allowed, and then shut LSU out in the first game of the Super Regional, and then the second game they gave up that 1 run. So with the 3 runs given up to UCLA, Alabama has played 6 tournament games and has given up a total of 4 runs. So less than a run a game. That's pretty solid. That's some really great pitching. Is that Platt? Look like Platt. It's Platt. There you go, Platt. Way to hold on to it. Ooh, number 24. Good job, man. Had a little bit of a cutback, trying to cut back and confuse him a bit, but he was on it. He could see right through me. Definitely going to be sliding a lot with Taylor Green. I want to do my best to make sure we don't take any hits, because he's pretty banged up. He's pretty banged up, and we're getting really close to the end of his wear and tear for the season. So if Taylor Green starts to get hurt, I mean, there's we got backup quarterbacks and stuff, but they're not gonna be what we need. Now, I did see who's on the other side. It is Missouri and Georgia Tech of all people. But Missouri we faced at the end of the regular season. We did get a win, but it was a very hard-fought win. It was a rivalry game. Russell breaks. Look at these breaking tackles. Just breaking tackles. There we go. Got to let him get it. All those broken tackles, and you didn't quite make it. You got to give him the touchdown, man. Got to give him the touchdown. All right, game's going pretty well. Look at Ohio State, how far they've fallen, taking on Boston College. This is a very, very interesting, 2025 season here. This just how we got to where we are. These teams, it's very interesting. Notre Dame unranked taking on Bowling Green. What's that, holding? Yeah, it's holding. They should decline that. Yep. I kicked it too hard. Oh, no, just right. Down at the 7. Defense is playing very, very good. Offense is pretty much getting the job done. Let's see if Anthony can get open deep over here. He's our speedster. Cut back throw. Anthony was running well there. He got past the corner, but the safety stayed with him, so. And Braylon Russell goes down with an injury. The safety drifted in. He drifted inward. And Anthony, he didn't even get checked at the line. He just exploded right off the line, and that was it. Just a nice touch pass there. Boop. Hey, Penn State figured out there's a football game going on. We're not going to chew clock.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Off the play fake, looking at stop defense. Extending the play now. The Razorbacks looking at play at the 10. On 1st and 10, he'll look to throw. Looking for his big tight end.
Nice. I told you we were going to have to do a lot more passing in this game than, at least passing plays. We've done pretty good running the ball. Step out of bounds. There we go. Taylon Green, no awards at all. He is second team All-American. So he does get that honor. Russell fighting for the goal line. Bum, 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 bum. Whoa. Stood him up. As a touchdown. All right, defense is doing their job. 31-7 looks pretty solid that we will be going to the semifinals. The way Braylon Russell is running, he just unstoppable. And we've had this before in some of my series past where we will get into the playoffs and we'll say our starter. Oh no. Nobody's going to catch him. Maybe Sharp. Nah. We have had instances where we've gotten into the playoffs and our starting running back has been out with injury or banged up to the point he couldn't play, and we had like a second or third stringer who comes in and just goes off. Becomes basically the hero of the playoffs. Good catch there. Nice wide open throw there. It'll be interesting getting to Cal. I don't know what the team is like, if it's going to be, a rebuild. I mean, maybe. I believe we had Cal in the Big 12 or something like that. I tried to build 3 big conferences, not big, but three power conferences, being SEC, Big 10, and the Pac-12. And I just feel like we probably need to have at least 4. The Big 12 is going to be one of them. So we'll rebuild the Big 12, and I kind of feel like we're gonna. I got a feel in me we're gonna do. Everybody's gonna have divisions again. I just ran out of bounds because I was. Nice catch by the tight end there. Oh, that right guard just put that guy on his ass. Just plopped him right on his ass. All right. Oh, not play options. We'll go here. All right, let it go to the fourth quarter. And Braylon Russell banged up. Which means we're going to have to bounce him. We'll leave him in as the power back. Yeah. Fourth quarter. Bum, 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 bum. Ah. Good tackle there, down at the 21. Oh, Penn State means they're going to make this a game. keep the ball on the ground unless they really load up the line and they're going to force us to throw it. We'll just keep this ball on the ground. .253 yards through the air, 273 yards on the ground. Settles comes in. True freshman. And he's in. Another touchdown scored. Time burned off the clock. That's what's most important. And this is going to be the end of it right here. 45-34. Penn State tries to rally, but it's not enough. The offense kept their foot on the gas. So getting a college football playoff win, that's a very big deal. Single season passing touchdown record belongs to Taylon Green. And we get the playoff win. Nothing left to do but just skip ahead to the next week. Who is our opponent? Do we have a rematch against Missouri? That's, to me, that's the most likely thing that's going to happen. Braylon Russell, SEC Offensive Player of the Week. No! Georgia Tech! What? Whoa! Whoa! We do get to come here and hire our staff. Job opening here. So for our offensive coordinator, let's see who's out there. I get this guy they're trying to use to replace us there at Arkansas. That guy right there, Pacific Northwest, and he runs a pro style. That could definitely be something that we need there. This guy's pipeline, Southern California. This guy's talent tree. He is, okay, tactician and recruiter. I like this guy. Let's hire him. Try to bring him to the Pacific Northwest. DC. Oh. We'll probably just go with the highest leveled guy. He's very much the same tactician, strategist. Yeah, I think we just go with the highest rated. Not a lot of high level guys, so. So interesting to see Georgia Tech get the win over Missouri. Who's on the other side? USC, Michigan. Michigan defeats Ole Miss. Indiana falls by 3 points to USC. Of course, you've got ourselves and Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech, man, they're scoring some points. 38 points against UNLV, 48 against Missouri. And I mean, we we struggled with Missouri at the end of the season. They were a hard team to beat. But here we are. Georgia Tech. That's who it is. Let's go to team real quick. We're going to go ahead and make adjustments to the running back room. I believe Mike Washington Jr., severe, and he can't recover at all anymore. So Russell, Hill, and then Settles. Power back is going to be Russell. Okay. Russell's all healed up. He's back. So we don't have, he's played some this season, but he's not banged up so much that he's not going to be available. So jumping right into it. Playing in the Peach Bowl. Playing in Georgia Tech's backyard. Actually, yeah, pretty much their backyard. I mean, we're in Atlanta. Oh, goodness gracious, folks. What a season, man. What a season. Could end winning the national championship. There's been some hard games. We get past this, win or lose, we'll review the season, look at some of those games, look at some of those really tough games that we played. All right. Playing for a shot at the national championship. Georgia Tech, the Cinderella story. Got Michigan USC on the other side. We've got this Yellow Jacket team right in front of us. Russell, incredible game. 22 carries, 136, and 2 touchdowns last week. Russell up the middle, touchdown. Very, very, very good. Very good ability to run the football. It's pretty easy right now. It's great blocking. Ooh. Look, I just said something nice about how well you guys were blocking, and then that happens. Come on. Taylor Green takes it in himself. We probably could have thrown it, but defense, man. Defense is doing their job. It's going to be a record day for Braylon Russell. Good catch, Platt. Sorry I threw that a little long. Russell breaks free. Oh, he just doesn't have the speed. He's already got 137 rushing yards. This is insane. Ball knocked out. Taylor Green just run another one in. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Ooh, not that. Folks, I'm going to put the chew clock on now. Like, Braylon Russell has just come out of nowhere. Getting his opportunity now, and he is making the most of it. Just burst up the middle. You know, it's going to be interesting. I saw there's a lot of players that are looking to leave Arkansas. There's a lot of running backs, and if Braylon Russell is one, we may try to lure him to Cal. I mean, why not? You know, we're going to have this same offense that he's just excelling in right now. Two-minute timeout. Stepped out. Boop. I love it. I love it when we line up like that and they're all up on the line. And I'm like, all right, easy. We're going to switch to this pass play. And usually the tight end is wide open out there. Yeah, we're just going to run the clock out. Just going to run the clock out. And that's halftime, folks. "18 carries, 187 yards, and a touchdown for Braylon Russell." I don't know if you call him one of the elite backs in football. I mean, he's been our third string running back all year. "243 yards total, probably most of those passing or running yards. It'd be great if Jordan Anthony wanted to leave and wanted to follow us to Cal. I'm saying all this, and I don't know like what the Cal roster even looks like. We may have some guys better than these two. You know, I can tell you that this will, you know, Taylor Green is a senior. He's gone, so. Great run there. And that puts Braylon Russell over 200 yards on the day. Braylon Russell down with an injury. Still no new information there from the other side. You see that this is one thing I really hope they fix in college football 27 is the score ticker at the bottom. Is there a way to fix it where it will continue to update? Job on the tight end making that catch. Tight end got chucked at the line, so weren't able to throw it. He was going to be open, too. Around the corner. Oh, 3rd and goal. Yeah, big hole there. Easy. And Georgia Tech finally decides to get on the board. We're going to rest Braylon Russell for the rest of the game. I don't want to see him get hurt. And yeah, he's lost a lot of his speed. So Braylon Russell coming out of the game.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going in this drive.
Right, let it go to the 4th quarter. I don't want to substitute Mike Washington. Mike Washington's banged up as it is. Can't even substitute him. Dun-dun-dun-dun. "49 passing yards total because we've just been doing everything on the ground." I mean, the ground game has been working. We may have to start dipping into the passing game here late just to keep Keep things moving. Or we could just do that. Here we go. $70 rushing yards for Taylor Green. Got more rushing yards than passing yards in this game. But the whole goal right now is just run the ball and run the clock. No need to really do anything else. Rodney Hill goes down. I was just like, just take one step and then just throw it. They're not covering. That's just, you got to cover the wide receivers. You can't, glitches in the game. You know what? We got this in the bag. We got it in the bag. Let's jump ahead. We're going to go end of game. Yep, that's it. Your Razorbacks are going to the title. And the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets dream Cinderella story come to an end. Midnight strikes. The rambling wreck is a rambling pumpkin. Can we bring a national championship to Arkansas? I believe we can. Another level up there for our coach, up to level 15. We win the Peach Bowl. I do want to take a look. Let's look coaching carousel, see some of the changes that have happened. Actually, no, it's not carousel. We want to look at staff moves. Coach moves. All right, there you go. There's us moving over, taking over at Cal. Looks like we're the only one leaving. We're leaving to go to California. Other Arkansas coaches, the DC and the head coach, have decided to stay. All right, let's advance ahead. We're going to find out who we're facing in the national title. Yeah, it looks like Braylon Russell, pro potential. He wants to leave. We might be able, it'd be very interesting if we could draw him over to Cal with us. Nice, nice. Taylor Green, SEC Offensive Player of the Week. Very nice. National Offensive Player of the Week. Very nice. It's Michigan. Arkansas and Michigan. All right. Offensive coordinator's coming. Defensive coordinator's coming. All right, we've got our staff hired. Man, oh man. All right. Same story it's been all year. We've got a team across from us that's statistically better. Overall is better. As promised, we'll take a look at the schedule. We're not going to play the national championship game. I'm going to leave that for next time. We'll play that national championship, and then we'll roll into the off season, get our stuff going at Cal, and then we'll make some changes to conference realignment, and we'll get ready for the 2026 season. But as promised, let's look at scores and schedules. Oh, no, I want to do team scores and schedules. And we'll have a nice little rehash of how we got here. Very first game of the season, Arkansas State was not pretty. 35-28. Just not a pretty game. Taylor Green did throw a pick, one touchdown, but I believe he fumbled. Yep, fumbled the ball to KJ Jackson, fumbled the ball. It was a rough game. Not a good game. Went up to take on South Carolina. Tough environment. Another struggling game. And this is where I was like, man, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough to really go far with Taylor Green. And then there came the game at Georgia. Huge game. KJ Jackson even got in to play a little bit. But there you go. Taylor Green, still not great. 113 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. But there. 209 rushing yards, 4 rushing touchdowns for Taylor Green. That's where he put himself on the map. We moved on, played a game against SMU, who was an SEC team. We're going to fix that. We're going to pull them out of that. Tennessee, pretty good win there. Florida, good win. Auburn, pretty decent win. We played Clemson. Ooh, man, got to wake up here. We played Clemson. I believe that was a tough game too. Clemson was ranked very high at the time. Texas A&M, the toughest game the entire season was right here at Miami. Miami was a good football team. You can see we faced them again in the SEC championship game. That game went a little differently. But this game right here, you can go check it out. The final play from that game is on there. And, man, what a finish it was. What a finish. You had Carson Beck loading up and throwing deep. His wide receiver got his hands on the ball in the end zone, and our corner was able to knock it out, and we came away winners 35-34. A single point win. That's the toughest game right there. This game against Alabama was not easy. Let's look at the box score. I believe we were tied at half. Yeah, 17-17 at the half, and then our offense woke up in the second half. Defense played lights out, shut Alabama out, and we scored 21 unanswered points. But that was a tough one. And then, like I said, keep having to start here. We faced Missouri in the regular season. That was a rivalry game. That was a hard-fought game. At the half, Missouri actually led. And then we picked up a point there, and it came down to a score in the fourth quarter to squeak out that win against Missouri. So, tough goings at the beginning, finding our way. Arkansas State, we were running a completely different offense, which just did not work for us. And I think it may have ran it with South Carolina too, and it just wasn't good. Georgia was where we switched to the pro style, and it really got the offense going. And then this was a tough gauntlet right here. Miami, they were ranked at the time. Alabama was ranked. Missouri was ranked, and Missouri was ranked and undefeated. Their only losses this season came to us, and then came against Georgia Tech. And you're like, nice. If they only lost to you and Georgia Tech, they're 9-0 in their conference. Why didn't you play them in the SEC championship game? That's because we moved Missouri to the Big 12. Faced Miami, completely different game. Completely different game. Penn State, you watched that one, and you've watched the Georgia Tech game. Penn State game, they tried to come back on us, and then, of course, Georgia Tech, we just crushed them. So there's one game left in this 2025 season. It's going to be against Michigan. It's in the national championship game. take a look here at the bracket, how it's played out. It's been interesting. It's been very interesting. But all good things have to come to an end. 2025 season will culminate on the next live stream with our national championship, and then we will roll into Coach Jack Starlight's head coaching role at Cal. We've got our coordinators hired. We're going to start doing recruiting. We're going to do some conference realignment and try to tweak this thing some more. We got a lot of interesting teams in this year's playoffs, which I liked. I saw a lot of really good teams. The Big Ten just kind of every conference really just beat up on itself. But the Mountain West was the most surprising, getting two teams into the playoffs, getting Boise State and UNLV in. UNLV hosted a playoff game. That's the crazy thing. Now, they got beat by Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech went on a little bit of a run until they ran into us. But it's been interesting. And Taylon Green, we'll look at his stats once again after these two games, two great games. 3,500 passing yards, 37 touchdowns, 7 picks. He's up to 66% completion, which is really good. And then 1,586 rushing yards and 20 rushing touchdowns. He's up now to averaging over 100 yards a game. I mean, the only thing that kind of sours that a little bit will come down here is 15 fumbles. You think about those as to interceptions. 20 touchdowns and 15 fumbles. That's a fumble a game. 15-0. That's a fumble a game. It's painful. Oh, it's painful, but it happens. It happens. He's not a running back. He's a quarterback, but that 91 speed is just unbelievable. And the size. If you could just take him and just improve his carrying ability a little bit, he would have won the Heisman. I really think those 15 fumbles probably hurt him in winning the Heisman. If we'd had like 2 or 3 fumbles, he probably would have won. Fun times. But it's all for next time, folks. We'll finish up this season. We'll finish up with the national championship, and then we'll roll right into Cal. Till then, it's your buddy, it's your pal, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll catch you later.